mind, I'm just a regular dude, man. There's something special about me in particular, but that's the good thing about mud. I'm your everyday dude, man.
Arthritis from the trigger pulls, gangsters keep it in the streets, them is nigga laws. Ain't nothing in your waist.
I'm from New Britain, Mount Pleasant to be exact. Some of you guys might know it as Hilltop, Killer Hill, and all that.
Glock 18 niggas don't got this model. This a fully bullets whiz by you. Fuck going on.
It was kind of how I felt about myself, you know, back in the days and shit. They used to say, you know, to make you feel bad, they would say, you know, their name is so and so and your name is Mud. You know, my name is Freddie, your name is Mud, meaning you ain't shit. Your name is Mud, you wasn't shit. So it was kind of a way that I felt about myself. Like, you know, I always felt like I was an asshole. Like, nigga, you ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like, this jerk or whatever the fuck. So, I started fucking with it a little bit. You know what I mean? And then, niggas just caught on to it. But it ain't nothing crazy and colorful about it. But, you know, Mud, that kind of like evolved to MU. Shit like that. So, I just ran with it.
Hey yo, shorty, look across the street at the first building. See them chicks sitting on the porch, go and get them.
I'm trying to make history. Trying to put together some great music, something for everybody to enjoy, listen to, and hopefully relate to.
Turning niggas' backyard to a barber shop. Guns in every unit, we keep them close by. Church passion.
I got started with this music a long time ago. I'm an 80s baby, man. To me, like when hip hop was really starting to, you know, spread across the nation, not mainstream, but, you know, underground, but the hip hop was still there. It was so infectious, especially with, you know, kids my age, kids a little older, everybody in the urban areas. That's when it pretty much began for me. You know, I was always trying to imitate what I was hearing on the radio. Funny story, I actually wanted to be a producer. And yeah, I just ended up rapping.
Damn, she used to be the prime queen.
From the beginning, I think I first liked Just Ice. You know what I mean? Like when I used to listen to him, I didn't understand everything he was saying, but he had a nice flow, and he really took me on that self-destruction. But as far as like favorites, he kind of was one of the first favorites. But my biggest influences were Slick Rick. He was my favorite rapper at the time. The Great Adventures of Slick Rick, that album was crazy. He was fearless. That whole era, that Dougie Fresh era, Slick Rick was doing stuff nobody was doing. It wasn't even just his accent. For me, it was the shit he was talking about. All that Indian girl shit, you know, children's story shit. He was definitely pushing the envelope. That's why I liked him. So he was one of my major influences. After him, I'd say Pac. Pac is my all-time favorite. And he's another artist that was fearless. Like, he was being himself, not afraid to do what he felt was good to him. I wish I could pattern my shit after him. Not identically, but in a sense of, you know, his fearlessness. I think we need more of that in music right now. You can only give people but so much. I do have records where we are taking risks. I think in the area I'm in, Connecticut, you know, it's just some shit that niggas can't understand, or they just ain't ready for, or they just lack the creative mind state to even fathom where, you know, specific records could go. So I don't really want to, you know, me coming out, I don't want to fuck with motherfuckers' heads. Like, off top. You know what I mean? I want people to get to know me first before I start making them think too much.
Seriously separate and bury you niggas, yeah. And they respect a nigga grind, so respect a nigga state.
Fucking sucks. I mean that, man. Nah, seriously. I think hip hop as a culture is still the same. It's still as strong as it was. You know, in the golden era. You know, I would say like the 90s and shit like that. It's still as powerful. It's still as influential. Yeah, I think as a culture and as a movement, you know, hip hop is great, but I think the content is just terrible. And I don't mean that all across the board. I mean the content that is just being put out there. You know, the shit that the radio's behind. So when I say it sucks, I'm referring to that type of shit. Like the shit that's being put out now is horrible, and I kind of feel bad for these youth because they deserve better.
Up north, dirty south, is you ready? Yeah. East and the west side, is you ready? Yeah.
What I want to do first and foremost, I want everybody's attention on Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? There's so much talent out here. You know, there's a lot of good dudes out here. You know, real hungry motherfuckers. I think, you know, us being so close to New York, it kind of overshadows, you know, everything we do. You know what I'm saying? We could come up with our own shit in New York and start fucking with it, and, you know, everybody think it's some New York shit, when in actuality it's some Connecticut shit. But yeah, I ain't trying to change the game. I want to change the game's perception of Connecticut. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of motherfuckers who ain't never heard of Connecticut, who don't know what Connecticut's about. You know, a lot of people might think it's about money and shit like that. There's money over here, but you know, it's a lot deeper than that.
Up north, dirty south, is you ready? Yeah.
Me being from Mount Pleasant, you know, I'm from New Britain, but Mount Pleasant is like, it's like its own world and shit, you know what I mean? We got our own talk, our own style, our own everything. I think that influenced me a lot as far as, you know, what I'm giving to the people. When I go out there, I put on a show, you know, there's nothing general about me. I am your everyday nigga, but I'm different, you know what I mean? And I think that me portraying, you know, my hood out there, me giving the world my hood, it pretty much shows that.
East and the west side, is you ready? You know the CT ride, but is you ready?
I'm not here to raise nobody's children, you know what I mean? So yeah, fuck all that. I ain't with all that, man. I got my own motherfucking kids, so you know, I'm their role model. But as far as the youth out there, you know, I'm just a messenger, and I got some good messages in the music, so you know, hopefully they take something good from it, even if it's something little. As long as they take something from it that could benefit them in life, I'm good with that.
You can't afford to kill this man easily.
I've always been a big fan of film, and if you listen to some of the, you know, some of the records on the album, it's pretty much a movie. Like, what me and my producer MicLine, what we putting together is some epic. You know, just to touch on the album a little bit, it's more visual than it is vocal. I mean, I am rapping on it, but it's a story. It's a picture that I'm giving you. And we always joke a lot about, you know, if we had to shoot videos for certain songs, that we need a humongous budget, because, you know, just to capture everything that's being said. And I would definitely love to play out the whole album if I could. So yeah, I definitely want to, get my hand into, you know, film, whether it's you know, in front of the camera or behind the camera. Definitely. Our future. Like, these kids, these skateboarder kids, man. I mean, I don't want to pigeonhole them, saying they just skateboarders, you know. These kids is real creative, man, and they fearless. Like, these motherfuckers don't give a fuck. You know, whatever feels good to them, that's what they doing, man. So, yeah, our future, I'm fucking with them right now. And I'm really on that Pusha T shit too. Like, he really blasting off of his music. And I think it's great that he went solo, not taking nothing away from his brother. But yeah, that's what I'm fucking with. The nigga Nipsey Hussle, he's hot. I like him. Anybody fearless, man. Anybody not afraid to do what they feel is good. That's who I'm fucking with. I'm a regular hood nigga, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm just a human. I ain't no gangster. You fuck with a nigga, you know, shit happens. You know what I mean? But I ain't boom boom this and bang bang that. I mean, it might be in some of my music, but my music is my life. But my life don't just consist of that. So, nah, I ain't no gangster rap. Reality rap. That's what this is. That's who I am.
Spit game to you. I drop a gem on your head. I'm like a brain jeweler. Penetrate the surface, study what I gave to you.
Just reality. You know, like I said, reality rap, man. If you listen to my music and if you know me, I ain't the nigga talking about, you know, diamonds this and $1 million that and kilo this, kilo that. You know, I'm talking about regular shit, man. Like, sometimes it surprises me how, you know, the masses are like a certain song that they can't even fucking relate to. I mean, if they got aspirations to be millionaires, that's one thing, but, you know, I would think they would be more familiar with the nigga who dealing with bullshit. But the majority of us is, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is going through it, man. Niggas is on that grind, you know what I'm saying? So, personally, I think, you know, the internet is a phenomenal tool for artists, man. Like, you know, the days of, you know, rappers or artists going to a major label and the label developing an artist and putting all kind of money into the artist, man, that shit is history, man. Like, they're gonna become more and more obsolete as time goes by. So, you know, I think the internet is a great way and the best way. I mean, if you know all the outlets, you know, if you're an artist, make it your business to find out, you know, the hottest site to be on, any of them social networks, man, you know what I'm saying, your Twitters, your Facebooks, any of the internet music sites, the Django's, Reverb Nations, YouTube, all that shit, man. Like, that shit is really important, and I've been utilizing it to the best of my ability. And that way, you know, as an artist, you can kind of see what's good and what's not, because the people will tell you, you know, if they feeling your shit or not. But yeah, man, use the internet. You know what I mean? Like, you want these motherfuckers to come to you, majors. They want to see views, they want to see plays, they want to see downloads. And yeah, you can check me out, Reverb Nation /M. You already know. I'm on there. I'm on the Facebook. I'm on the YouTube. Hill TV, Hill Entertainment, Muddy Mud 7714. Man, I'm all over the internet, man. You can Google me, Muddy Mud. M. You already know. You'll find me, man.
You better give me a deal, bitch. Two and the baby back to back, you better throw me some. Yo, the what? Talk cheap, you got to show me